Okay, so tonight we're working on problems 16 through 18. For this first one, we need to find the five characteristics of this equation. So first, we are going to just put down our EBA, because that's the easiest thing to see at the beginning. So the EBA, we have the same degree for both of these, which means that we're just going to divide their coefficients. And we'll have y equals 3 over 2. Next, we're going to factor these two. So we'll have x to the 3x minus 2, 2x minus 3, x to the 2x plus 3, 2x minus 3. Cancel out whatever is the same on both top and bottom, and write the simplified form. So now we're going to look for the holes, and the holes are where we canceled. So we're going to have one hole with an x at 0, and another hole with an x at 3 over 2. We're going to plug in the 0 for this, so we'd have negative 2 over 3. And we're going to plug in a 3/2 for this. And so this top part would be 5 over 2, the bottom would be 12 over 2, and we'll have 5/12. So our two holes are right there. Next, we'll look at our vertical asymptote. So we'll just say that 2x plus 3 equals 0, and we'll end up with x equals negative 3 over 2. Our x-intercept, we're going to just have 0 equals 3x minus 2. Our x is going to equal 2/3, so we'll have 2 over 3, 0. The y-intercept, we'll set both of these equal to 0. We have that hole right there, so the y-intercept is actually going to be none. And for this, the domain, we'll have from negative infinity to negative 3 over 2. Negative 3 over 2. Oh, sorry. Negative 3 over 2 to 0. 0 to 3 over 2. And then 3 over 2 to infinity. So it kind of went off the page a little bit, but we're good. Next, we're going to go with problem 17. For problem 17, we have no holes. Our vertical asymptote is at negative 2/5, or negative 2.5. So we'll have it just be somewhere in here. And it's multiplicity. The end behavior is going to be a positive slant. The x-intercept will be negative 1, so that'll be somewhere on here. The y-intercept will be positive 4, somewhere up here. We cannot cross the x-axis for this, so we'll start out at the bottom. Multiplicity, so we'll start out at the bottom again. And it'll look something like that. For problem 18, we are first going to solve for each of these. So first we will find our end behavior. Well, end behavior is already found. So we'll start with the holes. So after factoring, we'll have this. We can cross out the x minus 7. So we'll have the hole at 7. And after we plug this back in, it will be 19 over 12. The vertical asymptote we'll have at negative 5. X equals. The x-intercept we'll have at 2/3, 0. Y-intercept at 0, -2/5. If you have any questions on how I got any of these, just reach out and I can help out with that. Otherwise, the graph is going to look something like that for the vertical asymptote. The end behavior asymptote will look something like that. We'll have our y-intercept right about here, the x-intercept right about here, and a hole right about, we'll say, here. Then we draw our line. We start on the left. And it'll look something like that. So that's tonight's homework video. Again, if you have any questions, please reach out. Otherwise, have a good night, and we'll see you in class tomorrow.